am CMA Ratna here. Again I am back with the costing for the intermediate level group 1. So here today we will be solving the problems from process costing, that is the question number 25 and 26 in this class. So let's get started. See, the question here is question number 25 from our ICMA material group 1 process costing. The process chapter name is process costing. See, the first question which I am chosen is product X is obtained after it passes through three distinct processes. The product X is obtained after processing from 3 distinct processes. You are required to prepare process account from the following information, right? Material is given, material, direct wages and overheads are given. Total amount is this one, and respect to in each process what is the exactly cost incurred for the material, direct labor and overheads is given for the 3 processes. 1000 units of 10 rupees each was introduced in the process 1. Process 1, production overhead to be distributed at 100% of the direct wages. Okay. Actual output is from the process 1 this much, process 2, process 3. These are the units actually come out from the respective processes, and normal loss in the respective processes is also given, and the scrap value when you got some normal loss, those loss units can be sold in the market at this rates in the respective processes. So prepare process account. See, first we will understand the concept of the process costing, then we will solve the problem so that it will be easy for you to understand, right? See, there is a product called product X. This is a product X. This product X has been moving, or it is undergoing under 3 processes. See, this is a process 1, this is a process 2, this is a process 3. In the first process, the input was given. In the first process, the input was given. Input was given here 1000 kgs, 1000 units. 1000 units have been introduced in the process 1. See, the product X has undergoing under 3 processes, process A, process B, process C. So initially we have introduced 1000 units of 1000 units in the process 1. From this, the input 1000 units we have given. The input we have given, it is being processed in the process 1. After that, there are 2 elements. One is a normal loss, other one is the output from the process 1. This process 1, output from the process 1. This output, process 1 output is the input for the next process. In the sense, from here only the data is getting moved to the next process. Again, under this, there is a processing is taking place. Then after, there is some normal loss, abnormal loss, normal gain, abnormal gains. Everything will be there. Depends upon the situation. So after that, some output will be taken out from the process. Means output will be taken out from the process 2. This output of the process 2 will become the input of the process 3. So it is the input of the process 3. Once it is done, again there will be a normal loss, sometimes abnormal loss, sometimes abnormal gain as well. So after that, this product, the output of the process 3 will become the finished product. This is called the process costing concept. So here what is happening, one by one we will understand. See what is happening. Here we have given some input. The raw material we have given. Initially we have given 1000 units of the raw material. Then after, if process demands additionally, apart from the 1000 units which was introduced in the first process, additionally if it is required, we will give the additional material and direct labor hours and labor hours, means labor and overheads also if process demands. In the same manner, here also, apart from the material which took from the process 1 to the process 2, we will be giving, if process requires or process demands additional material, we will give, additional labor cost we will incur, labor expenditure and other direct overheads also we will incur. In the same manner, here also we will be incurring the expenditures. So see what we need to do here. See, ultimate product is called product X. when ultimate product has been manufactured as a product X, in which process, what is the exactly cost incurred, and how many units have been transferred, in which process, how many units are, what is the input actually given, initially. From the first process, how many units have been transferred to the second process, and how many units have been transferred from the second process to the third process. From the third process, how many units have become the finished goods. So this is all we need to check. We need to check the complete chain, in which process what is the cost we have incurred and what is the cost per unit in every process. At the same time, when the normal units are sold in the market, the normal units amount, the amount whatever is going to be realized, that amount has to be reduced from the cost of the material or cost of the production. So we will be we will do one practical problem, you'll understand. But this is a concept of process costing, right? If you understand this concept, definitely the problem is very much easy. See, now we will take here, we will take this data into consideration. What is this data? Okay, anyhow you understood this one, right? I will take this one that side. If it is required, I'll elaborate and I'll show you. See, process 1, process 2, process 3. There are 3 processes. First, draw the ledgers for the 3 processes. Process 1, process 2 and process 3. See, here I am writing in this horizontal way, but in the examination you don't write like this. This is here why I am writing in the sense to make you understand. But in the examination you write one by one. First one, second one, third one, like this. So process 1, table. One is for the units and one is for the amount. One is for the units and one is for the amount. Or else I'll take 2 only, otherwise this is like it will not be visible to you. Process A, that is a process 1. One is for the units column, one is for the amount column. Units and amount. Process 2. See how I am writing here, so that you will not go wrong in the examination also. You also follow the same process which I am following here. Right. So process 1, process 3 also we will write. Right. See, first once again read the question for your understanding. The product X is obtained after it processed through 3 different distinct processes, means different processes. You are required to prepare the process account from the following information. From first you take the information, the material. In process 1, process 2, process 3, what is the material is given, that is the information given here. You come here. In the first process, material, you start from here. Don't start from the, leave one space, one line. And material here, material is given how much? 5200. This is the amount, not the units. Okay, I will write this one also. For the first question, this is the units, this is the amount. Units and amount. Units, amount. Units, amount. Right? See, initially 5200 worth of the amount of material has been transferred for the first process 1. Second process 3960 to material 3960. This is the amount, not the units. Third one 5224. 924. Material, first part is done. This first part is done. Next one, direct wages 18,000 totally, but in respect to units, how much is given? It is given. So to wages 4,000, 6,000 and 6,000. Right. Next one, production overhead 18,000. You write production overhead here. Production overhead. Don't jump into next line. First write the production overhead. Production overhead. But what did he say? Production overhead information is said, but how much amount in the respective department it is not given now. So next line. You wrote it. You wrote here. You put it aside. Next, come back here. 1000 units are at the rate of 6 rupees per unit was introduced in the process 1. So, material introduction, how much? 1000 units, 6 rupees. In the sense, 6,000 rupees is the amount. Right? Next, was introduced in the process. Next, production overhead to be distributed 100% of the direct wages. Production overhead should be distributed 100% of the direct wages. So direct wages how much? 1,000. Sorry, 4,000. So 4,000 here also. Here 6,000. Here also 6,000. 6 plus 4, 10. Here production overhead 6,000. That is 16,000. Sorry, the last one is 8,000. This is 8,000, 8,000. So you are getting 4,000 plus 6,000, 10,000 plus 8,000, 18,000. Total 18,000 amount you are getting. Means you are distributed. Right. Next one. Next one. Actual output. What is actual output? Actual output from the process 1, 950 units. See, by here you write by transfer to, see it is transferring to the next process. So by transfer to the process 2, how many units? 950 units. At what cost? We don't know the cost now. You wait a second for the cost. Right. Normal loss 5%. Normal loss 5% in the sense input into 5%. What was the input given? Input given was 1000 units. 1000 units into 5%. That is 50 units. These normal loss units sold in the market at what rate? 4 rupees. 50 into 4, 200 rupees. Done. This first part is done. Next part. Process 2. Process 2, 840 units output from the process 2. So, from the process 2, by transfer to process 3, from the process 2 the work in progress is transferring to the process 3. So process 3, you write process 3, how much? 840 units. At what rate? We don't know. Put it aside. In normal loss is 10%. 10% of the input. But what is the input? See, from the process 1, output of process 1 is becoming the input of the process 2. In the sense, these many units are only come up to the process 2. So, come back here. 2, I'll write with another color pen. 2, transfer from process 1. From the process 1, these 950 units have been transferred. At what rate? We don't know as of now. put it aside. So 950 units have been introduced from the process 1 to the process 2. These are the inputs. On these inputs, 10% is the normal rate. 950 into 10%, that is a 95. Sorry, not here. Here. Normal loss units by normal loss at the rate of 10% of input, that is a 95. These 95 units can be sold in the market at what rate? At rupees 8. This is what is here given. So 95 into 8 rupees, that is nothing but 760 rupees is the amount realized from the process 2 by selling scrap value. Right. Next, come to the second portion is also done. Next, come to the third one. What is the third one? 750 units got transferred from the process 3. 750. Here, come back. By transfer to the finished stock. Transfer to finished goods. How many units? 750 units. 750 units. See, these are the units. This is the amount. These are the units. This is the amount. Right? 750. 750 units are transferred and normal loss is 15% of the input. What is the input? The stock which is the output of the process 2 will become the input of the process 3. Right? So this 840 units is the input of the process 3. So you write here. Transfer from process 2. How many units? 840. 840 units. Rate, as of now we don't know. We need to calculate it. Next 10%, 15% is the normal loss. So come back here. By normal loss at the rate of 15% of input 840. 840 into 15% is 126 units. These 126 units can be sold in the market at what price? Each 10 rupees. So into 10. 1260 rupees is the realization of the scrap value from the process 3. Right. Now, is the question completed? Yes. Now, complete question is done. Now, we need to solve it. How? Come back. First, you close this one. This is the first simplest problem I took because I need to make you understand what is the process costing. So, here 1000 units, here also 1000 units, same 6000. What is the cost per unit? What is the formula for the cost per unit? Cost per unit is total cost minus normal loss, that is a scrap realization. Scrap realized value, realized amount by total units minus normal loss units. So, total units, how many total units? 1000 total units. 1000 total units minus normal loss units 50. Sorry, not the unit first. First, total cost. Total cost is this one. This one. 6000 plus 5200 plus 4000 plus 4000, that is 19,200 rupees is the total cost. 19,200 minus scrap value is 200. Scrap value 200 divided by total units 1000 minus normal loss units 50. 1000 minus 50. 19,200 minus 200 divided by 950. That is 20 rupees per unit. Cost per unit. So how many units we have? 950 units into 950. That is 19,000 rupees you are getting it. So plus 200, that is nothing but 19,200. So this is a process 1 account. Right? Done. Next, come to the second one. Second one, 19,000 rupees is the value. Here, this 19,000 will be the opening working progress of the process 2 cost. Here 950 units. Here 950 minus 95, that is 855 units. But we got only 840 units. In the sense 15 units are abnormal. How I am saying? Here 950 units I have, but here if I check 95 plus 840, I am getting only 935. In the sense the deficiency of units are 15 units. So that is the abnormal loss. By abnormal loss. How many units? 15 units. But what is the cost for the abnormal units? Same formula, the same formula here also. The formula is total cost 19,000 plus 3960 plus 6,000 plus 6,000, that is a cost per unit. Here for this cost per unit equal to total cost how much? 19,000 plus 3960 plus 6,000 plus 6,000, that is a 34,960 minus normal loss cost how much? Scrap realized one 7,760 divided by 950 minus normal loss units 95, that is 855 units. So 34960 minus 760 divided by 855, that is a 40 rupees per unit. So 840 into 40, no, 15 into 40, 600 rupees is the abnormal loss units value. Right? Next, this total amount is how much? 19,000 plus 3960 plus 6,000 plus 6,000, that is a 34,960 minus 760 minus 600, that is 33,600. If I do 33,600 divided by 40 rupees, I'll get 840 units only. Same thing, balancing figure or 840 into 40 rupees, you can do same thing. Next one, the process 2. See here 33,600 rupees is the output working progress value for the process 2. That will become the input of the process 3, 33,600. How many units? Check two sides. Here this side we are getting 876, but here we have 840 only. In the sense there is a abnormal gain, minus 840. If we are getting this side, that is a gain. If we are getting this side, it is a abnormal loss. If it is the we are getting this side, it is abnormal gain. So here to abnormal gain 36. What is the cost again? The cost we don't know, we need to check. Cost per unit 33,000. This total minus this one, 33,600 plus 5,924 plus 8,000 plus 8,000, that is 55,524 minus 1260 divided by 840 units minus 126 units. This is in terms of the units, this is in terms of the rupees. That is 54,264 minus 840 minus 126 units. This is the amount. that is 76 rupees is the per unit cost. So 76 into 36 rupees, 36 units, 2736 . 58,260, and here units also 876 minus 1260, that is a balancing figure, 57,000 here. So here also you'll get 58,260. Guys, hope you understand. This is very simple problem, but when you are checking the information for the process 1, process 2, process 3, the given information you flat in the all the ledgers of the process accounts, process 2, process 3. So this is very much easy if you understand. For 8 marks, 6 marks, you will get this question. Even though the examination is on the online mode, but ultimately we will ask what is the answer. What is the answer for the, what is the abnormal gain in the process 3? The amount, you will give this amount. Side by side, some other numbers also. If you do complete problem, then only you will come to know what is the number of this, what is the cost of this, and how many units are abnormal units. When you solve, then only you will get this problem answer. Even though the problem, the examination is on the online mode, you need to solve the questions on the paper. Then only you will get the answer. Then after you will choose the right answer which is given in the MCQs. Right? Right. This is the first question we have done. The question number 25. And the next question we will be solving is at question number 26. See, this is the question number 26 from our material only. Same question I have chosen. See, I'll read the question. First I'll explain you the question, then after I'll solve the question. A product processes through 3 processes. There is one product, output. This output has to undergo from process 1, process 2 and process 3. A, B and C, 10,000 units at a cost of 1.1 were issued to the process A. For the first process, these many units have been issued. The other direct expenses are related to this one is given. What is the given? Under process A, process B, process C. Material, additionally how much? See, I explained you in the starting only. What did I explain you? See this one. So, okay, it is not expanding. Okay, not an issue. Once again, I'll show you, not an issue. See, in the process 1, what is the material we are introducing? Direct material, direct labor and expenses. For every processes it is given. And next, wastage of process A was 5% and in process B 4%. Means wastage in the sense normal loss. Next one, the wastage of process A was sold at this paisa per unit, and wastage of B at this, and wastage of C at this. Means what is the scrap value in each process is given, and what is the value or what is the cost at which we are selling the scrap value also given. Nothing else. The overheads were charged 160% of the direct labor. In your labor cost is given here. 160% into labor cost, you will get the overhead expenditure. Done. Final product was sold at 10 rupees each. Okay, the final product is we are selling at 10 rupees each. Okay. Unit fetching a profit of 20% on sale. Cost plus profit is equal to sales. So 20% on sale, in the sense 80% is only the cost in the selling price. Find out the selling price of the wastage. Sorry, find out the percentage of wastage in the process 2. Okay, first let me take 2 minutes of time to explain the question first. Then after we will go to the solving the problem. Right? See, there is a product called, the product name is not given. There is one finished good. This finished good, this product has to undergo under 3 processes. So this is a process A, this is a process B, this is a process C. Process A, process B, process C. First understand the question. Once you understand the question, the solving is very much easy. Nothing is there in this in the question, but you need to understand the question. If you understand the question, then only you will able to solve the problem, right? This is the finished good. This finished good has to undergo under three processes: process A, process B, process C. See what is happening here. See, 10,000 units at a cost of 1.1 paisa were introduced in the process A. In the sense, we have introduced certain raw material into process A. So for the first process, we have introduced 10,000 units at a rate of 1.1 paisa per unit. So in the first process, we have introduced these many units at this cost, right? Yes, under the first process. Then after, apart from the introduction of 10,000 units, additionally we are giving this one. What is this? Additional material we are giving, and direct labor and direct expenses. Respectively, we are incurring here also. Material, direct labor and direct expenses. Material, direct labor and direct expenses in respective processes. Process 1, process 2, process 3. So we have given. TK. Got it. And next what is asking? Is saying under this the process is taking place. Once the process is done, from this certain amount of material will be lost as a normal loss. So certain amount of the material is lost as a normal loss. After the normal loss, the leftover material has to be transferred to the next process as a output from the process A. Output from the process A will become the input to the process B. So it is the output from the process A will become the input to the process B. So this is what happening here. Here also again the processing is taking place. Here also the processing is taking place. Once the process is done in the second process, second unit, again after processing in the second process, some units will be lost as a normal loss. Some units will be lost as a normal loss. Then after, this will be some unit leftover units after loss, after normal loss. The remaining units will be the output from the process 2, will be the output from the process 2 and will become the input to the process 3, that is a process C. So here also there will be some abnormal loss, normal loss or abnormal loss. So again here we have some normal loss. After the normal loss, the units will be transferred as a finished stock, right? The units will be transferred as a finished stock. Done. But here the information is given. What is a normal loss at the first level? That is a 5% is given. Normal loss is a 5% in the first process, and in the second process 4%. But in the third process, what is a normal loss? He has not given. He is asking us to find out us. So how to find out? See, the finished good is given. How many units we got is not given. If we know what is the input, if we know how many units we got, then the balancing figure will be the normal loss. If nothing is abnormal loss and abnormal gain. But normal, how many units is also not given. When normal, how many units also not given, but he has given indirectly one clue. What is the clue he has given? This product can be sold in the market at the 10 rupees each. See, this product can be sold in the market at 10 rupees each. In the sense, selling price is a 10 rupees. Selling price is a 10 rupees. And again he is saying one information. What is that information? He is selling this product at the 10 rupees and by fetching a profit of 20% on sales. 20% on sales. On sales. See here once again I will show you. Cost plus profit is equal to sales. Is set 20% on the sales. Whenever you find on, if it is on sales, you take on. Whatever is given as an, you take that as a 100%. Here is set 20% on the sales. So sales will be the 100%. Means sales will be the 100%. On the sales, 20% is the profit. In the sense, profit element is 20%. It is indirectly saying that 80% is the cost of the product. 80% of the selling price is the cost and 20% of the selling price is the profit. That's what he is saying in this equation. Just try to understand. I'll explain you what is this also. So by using this information, now we need to find out what is the normal loss in the process 3. That is what our question is. Guys, this type of problem can also be expected in the examination. Don't take it easy. Right? Now we will solve this question. Right. You understood question, right? Now, fatafat I'll write it. There are three processes. I'll write somewhat little bit small. Process A, process B, and next one is process C. One is for the units. Always remember, in the process costing you need to take two columns. One is for the units and one is for the amount. Right? Next one. First one. Material introduced was how much here? 10,000 units, 1.1 rupee per unit. So material introduction, 10,000 units at 1.5. 10,000 rupees into 1.5 is nothing but 11,000 rupees is the amount of the cost of the material was introduced in the process 1. Right? Units, amount, units, amount. Here also I'll write units, amount, and amount. Right? 10,000 units introduced. Next, come back here. I'll take this one only here for your convenient. I'll copy and I'll paste here. See here, material was introduced in the process 1. To material, only amount this one 1,500 in the first process. In the second process, to material, only units, amount 1,500. In the third process, 1,500. 1,500. Next, labor 14,550 to labor 4,500. In the second one, 8,000. In the third one, 6,500. Direct expenses 1,000, 1,000, 1,503 rupees. Direct expenses 1,503 rupees. Right? This one is done. We took the information. Next, what is saying? Wastage of process A was 5%. See, what was the input given in the process A? 1,000 units into 5% is 500. So, 500 is the by normal loss 500 units. This one sold at what price? Okay, one by one we will write. Process A 5%. In process B 4%. In process B by normal loss at the rate of 4%. So, how many units in the 4%? What is the input in the second process? We don't know. So, we will check it. He has given nothing extra information whether do we have additional abnormal loss or abnormal gain. He didn't give. So, we assume that there is no abnormal gain, there is no abnormal loss. So, 10,000 this side and 10,000 this side. You will come to know 9,500 rupees units as a units transferred to the second process. So, process 2. It is transferred to the process 2 950 units. So, these 950 units will become the input to the next process, that is the process 2. So, to transfer from the process 1, 9,500 units. Under this 9,500 units is the input for the second process. From this 4% is the normal loss. 9,500 into 4%, that is a 380 units are the normal loss units in the second process. Right. What is the cost of the cost here? We don't know as of now. So first we will go to the question first. So this one is done. This one done. Wastage of process A 5% we have already took into consideration, and in process B we have already took into consideration. The wastage of process A was sold at 0.25 paisa per unit. In process A the wastage was sold at 0.25. 500 into 0.25, that is nothing but 125 rupees got realized in the process A as a scrap realization. And come back here. In the second process, process B, 0.5 paisa per unit. So here 0.5 paisa, 0.5 paisa. 380 into 0.5 is nothing but 190 rupees is the amount realized from the scrap in the second process. Right. Question is not yet finished. Go to the question once again. That of C at 1 rupee. See, we don't know how many units got scrapped in the third process, but it has been sold at 1 rupee. The information is given. So, by normal loss, we don't know how many units, but that is sold at 1 rupee per unit. So, we don't know how many units. You put it aside. You write it and put it aside. Right. Next one. The overhead charges were 160% of the direct labor. Overhead charges are 160% of the direct labor. Direct labor cost is how much? This is the direct labor cost into 160%. That is the overhead. 450 into 160%, that is 720. 7,200. Here also overhead expenses, direct labor into 160%, that is 1280. Here overheads 6,500 into 160%, that is 10,400. So this is the overhead. Next, come here. The final product was sold at 10 rupees per unit, fetching a profit of 20% on the sales. This is what we have seen here. Find out the percentage of wastage in the process C. What is the percentage of wastage in the process C? That's what we don't know here. This is we need to find out. Right? So one by one we will do it. Say first we have already understood the question. We have taken every point into consideration while solving the question, while solving the answer from the question. So here cost per unit, what is the formula? Just now I told you. Cost per unit is total cost 11,000 plus 50, this one 11,000 plus 1,500 plus 4,500 plus 1,000 plus 7,200, that is 25,200 minus 125 divided by 10,000 minus 500, that is 2.63. Yes, 2.63 amount. The total amount in that amount into 9,500 is 25,075 rupees is the cost of the output from the process A. $25,200. So this one will become the input cost for the process 2. 25,075. Next, how many units? 9,500. 9,500 minus 380, that is 9120. These are the units transferred to process 3. What is the cost? Again cost per unit cost per unit, that is 48,375 minus 190 divided by 99,500 minus 380. $5.283 something into 9120. That is 48,185 is the right answer. See, this one is the cost to the process 3. Right? 48,185. This is the material transfer from process 2. How many units? 9,120 units. Divided by 9,120 units. 9,120 units. How many units we sold? We don't know. How many units are the normal loss also? We don't know. Then what to do? Come back here. This product is sold in the market at 10 rupees. This product is sold in the market at 10 rupees. When this product is sold in the market at 10 rupees and the scrap value, realized scrap value is 1 rupee. See, we know one thing, cost per unit. How to find out cost per unit? Total this cost minus normal loss divided by total units minus normal loss units. So I'll write total cost minus scrap value divided by total units minus normal loss units. See, total cost how much? 48,185 plus 1,500 plus 6,500 plus 1503, 10,400. That is 68,888 minus normal loss units we don't know. But normal loss unit can be sold in the market at 1 rupee. So let's assume normal loss units are X. So here I am writing, let X be the number of normal loss units. We don't know how many units, so we are assuming that X is the number of units. These units can be sold in the market at 1 rupee each. So total cost minus scrap value. X is the number of units into it can be sold in the market at 1 rupee. So this is the amount. Total units how many? 9,120, but divided by normal loss units X. Cost per unit is how much? Cost per unit is given here. 10 rupees is the selling price. 20% on the sales is the profit. In the sense 10 rupees is the 100%. 10 rupees is the 100% into 20%. 10 rupees into 20% is the 2 rupees is the profit. 8 rupees is the cost. That is what is said. So 8 rupees is the cost. 8 rupees is the cost. So you calculate it. 9120 8 into minus 8x minus 68088 minus into minus plus 8x. So 9120 into 8 minus 7x minus 68088 equal to 0. So calculation guys, divided by 7 is 696 units are X equal to. In the sense X, what we have assumed normal loss. So normal loss units are 696 units. So come back here. 969 units are the normal loss. It is sold in the market at 1 rupee. So 969 rupees. So this total value 48,185 plus 15 plus 65. That is 68,088 rupees minus 696. that is by finished goods value is 67392. How many units? 9120 minus 696, that is 8424 units. These are the right units. So balancing figure we can say. This is a question you write in the examination. Normal loss units are this one. He asked this one only. Ultimate answer is this one. Guys, I hope you understood. Yeah, guys, hope you understood. If you feel this is a beneficial for you, please share with your friends. Please subscribe to our channel and share with your friends so that they'll also get benefited. Thank you.